So, how to prospect with a CRM and make more sales easily? First, you should make a follow-up seriously and without harassment. If you have no CRM or bad CRM, you are going to harass your customers and your customers hate it, and you know it by yourself because you are also called inappropriately very often and you don't like it. So here you should try to call back your customer only at the right time, at the time he wants to be called. And what is this time? Most often when your customer tells you, oh, you should call me back at this time. So you're going to have that in your CRM, you can forget it, and at the precise time, the CRM will tell you you should call back this customer. The other possibility is just to check the satisfaction. You sold a service to the customer or a product and you call back to see if the customer is happy with it. And that is a very good and very nice call. Or to check if you need some complementary products. For example, sometimes if you sell swimming pools, there are products going with swimming pools, and you know that this product for the water are going to be finished within 2, 3, or 5 months, depending, and you are going to call at this time, at the precise moment when the customer is waiting for your call, or just before. Or sometimes for cars, for a consumable good, for example, for a car, you know that after 3 years your customer is going to be willing to change car, and you can discuss about him with him. So you are going to call just before he wants to change his car, and he's going to be happy about it. Or another possibility is to remind an appointment, for example, for the dentist. So what I tell here is that a good follow-up is very important to improve sales and to improve customer satisfaction, and only a CRM and a good CRM will allow you to do that. Also, you should choose your clients and prospect easily and quickly. If you don't prospect, if you don't call, customers are going to call you. Fine, you're going to be happy, but it's not perfect in fact. Why? Because 80% of these calls will be about small and medium customers, and you want to try to focus on the best ones. And the only solution for you is to prospect. That means that you have to choose your best clients and your best prospect and call them to meet them. And the CRM allows you to do that. So you will have your clients A, B, C, A being the best, then B, and then C, and your prospect 1, 2, or 3, according either to their interest. I mean, if the prospect is very interesting, it's going to be 1. That means if he has a very great potential, or 2 or 3. Or according to the phase or the cycle of your sale. That means 1 would be at the beginning of the cycle, 2 at the average, in the medium of the cycle, and C would be at the end of the cycle. So it depends of the kind of prospect and sale you are in. But what is key for a good CRM is to call the right person. You should choose the person sitting in front of you and not the contrary. And for that, you have to call the right person at the right time, and only a good CRM allows you to do it. And that is key for best salespeople. Also, you can decide to attack competition more efficiently. A good salesperson is a hunter. His motivation is, I would say, to kill the competition and to be better than them. And for that, you have to know the customers of your competition, and you know the advantage and disadvantages of your competitors. So you should know the weak points in your competitors and where their clients are going to be frustrated for what and when. And then you can contact these affected customers. And with a good CRM, that allows you to do it. Not only for your clients, but also for the clients of the competition, if you feed your CRM with the proper food, I would say. That means the proper information. So with a simple and efficient CRM focusing on the sales, you have a clear advantage in front of your competition. You can follow up better and more regularly than your competitor. And if he is busy at other things, which you may hope, and you can hope, that means filling a lot of non-necessary things in his own CRM instead of selling, then you have an edge and you have fun and motivation to attack the customer of your competition and take it back for you. So basically, if you have a better weapon, more specific and more efficient, you are going to beat your competition. And that is fun, if you're a salesperson. Now, personalize your prospection. The worst is to be, as you know, getting call from what you think is a call center in India or somewhere in the world, not in your place, where you hear hundreds of persons talking behind and with somebody speaking like a record, telling always the same thing, and you can hear that. It's very easy to hear it. On the contrary, with a good CRM, you should write down all the details in order to personalize each of your calls. For example, you call somebody in a company, B2B business, and somebody tells you, no, it's not the time, no, it's budget time, so, or I have to make a presentation, so could you call back in 1 week, or 2 weeks, or 2 months? And when you call back, you can say, you remember last time I called you, you told me it was the budget time, and you told me to call you now. So, this is specific. You make the difference with the people calling from a call center somewhere in the world. Or I have to pick up my kids from school, so could you come back tomorrow morning? So you can call back tomorrow morning. How was it for your kids yesterday? So you really make a big difference. Or I'm going on vacation to Cuba, or it's the hunting season, or I'm going to go fishing. We'll set our date for next month, and could you call me back at this time? And then you call back saying, how was the trip to Cuba? How was your hunting? Or you're fishing, whatever. So you personalize, showing that it could be the only person you call in the day. In fact, you call 100. It's like in a call center, but you make it personal for each one. That makes a big difference with the other. That's it. I mean, if you're a good salesperson, you are going to let each customer think that is the only one you call in the day. Now, call and meet more customers. Say it's a question of figures. A good CRM is going to let you prioritize very easily and quickly your customers, and there is no time wasted in taking notes and making reports. So you are going to call more persons, you are going to meet more persons, whether face-to-face or by Teams or to Zoom or whatever. So if your competitor has a bad CRM, if he doesn't talk to many customers, and you talk to twice or 3 times more, you make the difference. Okay. Let us say that if each real contacts make 10-20 minutes, when you spend 1 hour, you are going to have a ratio of 6-to-1 advantage. 3-to-1 advantage compared to your competitor. Find your customers and prospect easily. Every contact that calls should be turned into a sales course. I'm explaining myself. If somebody calls you, or if somebody presents who comes at your office to see you, you should try not only to transform that into a customer service call or contact, but also into a sale. So if you have no CRM or bad CRM, the person comes and you try to find who are you, let me try to find out what's your customer number, what's your invoice number, what's your folio number, and it's frustrating for the customer. You lose time for that and you are not focused on your sale. So you are going to try to make a good customer service call. In fact, it will be a wrong one. So you have to have a good CRM allowing you to find a customer by his name, which is in fact much better personalization, and will let you mind free to think about your sale. So you are going to provide a better customer service and make a better sale all at the same time. Conclusion: just hope that your competitor has no CRM, or even better, a wrong CRM. Why? Because most wrong CRMs are worse than no CRM at all, because they prevent most salespersons to sell, and they will all tell you that. The company has to have this CRM. in order to centralize the information, but these tools are wrong for your most of the time for your competitors. Good news is that they often don't take advantage of their CRM. A good salesperson should have the good tools. And I would say that you should have the good tools, and there are two kinds of salesperson. Those with the right excuse and those with the right results. So be the one with the right tools and the good results. Hope you have a very good day.